Welcome dart players one and all. Today on Straight to the Punt we're going to be taking a quick look at the Scolia Home 2. Now I'm using the windmill vertex stand as well. Now I'm doing this purely because I've had problems with the strength of the plaster on the wall. So in order to make it fit, I haven't been able to put a surround on the dartboard, nor could I use the 360 shield that's meant to attach to the light as well. The main advantage for this over the last model is that you can connect it wirelessly, and once you've hooked it up to the Wi-Fi in the house once, it's pretty much set to go then forever. You just switch it on, go to your device and click to connect the dartboard on your device, and it'll automatically do it. You don't need to type in the passwords anymore. One thing I found more useful than just looking at your good legs and your bad legs was the Heatmap. So this is my employee. He had a game against me. I went out in 14 on this particular leg, but it just shows my misses compared to his. It shows the accuracy level, even when you don't have a good leg. I go to a leg that wasn't as good, so this game wasn't actually very good at all. My average is way below par, and it's when I first got onto it. I said I struggled at first. There's some terrible darts here and there. You can see they're all there and thereabouts, but you can actually learn off it. If I'm looking at this now, where I've played bad, you look at the treble 18 slightly to the left. I've had a couple of 5s there close to the treble 20. They've either been really good on the 20s or just slightly in the 5s, and even on the 19s they're in the 19s or slightly to the left. So it lets me know what I need to work on quite effectively, to be fair, because those misses are only small when you see them in the dartboard, but on there they're really highlighted. And I like some of the quickfire practice games. So this is just 30 darts, straightforward. It counts your scores as you throw them, gives you your average at the end after 30 darts, just to see what you're scoring roughly. Now you can see the best I've had on it so far was 100.04, just over a ton. I've had a couple in the 90s, but I've had a lot in the 70s when I haven't thrown very well as well. So I never really know what you're going to get over 30 darts. One bad visit kind of kills it. So this is a really nice practice. And I've actually done this just in one take. I wanted to keep it as real as possible. And this is straight after a coaching session with Niall Cullerton. A lot of you might know Niall Cullerton. He's a professional dart player, played in Modus. He's the Irish captain as well. Very, very good dart player. And he swears by his. He does use his quite a bit by all accounts. And Connor Scott seems to be using his more and more as well. And again, you've always seen me coach Connor on the channel. Do drop him a message now and again, see how he's doing. He seems to be flying at the minute. But yeah, it's kind of hard to play on this thing. You do get some wild darts, and that's what I find myself doing sometimes, just getting the first one straight. I'm not worrying about it. When I feel like I'm not warmed up, it's very difficult to actually try. So when I'm trying to play on this, when I'm not warmed up, get the first dart straight and then just let them follow. Then when I start getting the height right like this, yeah, straight in the treble or the last, it's much easier. But sometimes I'll just focus on keeping them straight rather than attacking the treble, because it's a little bit like when your mother walks in when you're a kid. You get 180, 180, 180, and then you say, "Mom, look at this," and then it just goes out the window. It's a bit strange having something watch you all the time, but you do get used to it. Same as when you play on like live stream for the first time, it's a bit weird, or Darts Connect. But the more times you do it, the more you desensitized to it, I suppose. And it does make you feel like you're playing in more of a match environment, especially if you're playing Super League with Darts Connect. It kind of gives you that environment a little bit more. You feel like you're being watched, and you can't hide from the scores, they're always there. I do think too much of this is bad for you though. Too much of this wouldn't be healthy. There is definitely a time to practice without thinking about what you're hitting, just to relax and get your throw right. But a little bit of both is good, and it is good to see where you're missing too with that heat map. I do like the heat map. The heat map I think is the best part of this. Yeah, starting to get that average up a tiny bit now. Had a good time. They're going a lot better. But you can see I had a couple of wild ones when I first got on there. The 125 really should have been a 180. The 76 was messy. The 60 was a little messy. But then 10, 10, 58, 79, 10. Now this is interesting. See this? That's clearly 83. So I'm just going to zoom in on that in a minute. But that's perfect timing, because this thing isn't as accurate as I thought it would be. It does get one dart wrong every leg, I would say, on average, or close to. You can clearly see that's 83. If that does happen, you just click on the 3, the dart that's wrong, click on T for treble, and then 20, and it will correct it to give you your correct average again. And you do that in games as well. It's not 100% accurate, and I thought it would be a lot more accurate than it was. It could also be the way I've set it up. I mean, it does come with instructions to mount it, but I'm no carpenter, you know. I probably haven't set this up perfectly. I also like these other games as well. 121 was a cracking game on there because I got 136 the other day. I've only played that once, but I did actually quite enjoy using it. But that's it for today. Thank you for watching straight to the point. Please remember to like and leave a comment, and as always, subscribe if you love the dots.